Hello and welcome to today's webinar. We will today provide you with an overview about our product StableNet, including a live demonstration. My name is Dietmar Kneidl. I'm Director of Sales Europe with InfoSim, and I will be your presenter for the first part of today's webinar. Joining us from our headquarter office here in Würzburg is my colleague Benedikt Pfaff, one of our consultants and pre-sales engineers. Hello, Bene, and welcome to the webinar.
Yeah, hello Dietmar and hello everyone.
All right, well, before we start, just two technical hints. When joining our audience, your microphone is automatically muted to reduce the background noise. So if you have questions, please type them in the chat of the GoToWebinar application. Due to the amount of content, we will this time not answer your questions directly, and we are not going to have a Q&A session at the end. But please be assured that we will follow up with you and answer every single question via email right after the webinar, so all your questions are being recorded. And again, be assured we will answer every single one of them because we like questions. Well, with that in mind, let's take a quick look at our agenda. I'll first show you a few slides with information about the StableNet architecture, the agent concept, and of course, the available interfaces of StableNet. And Benedikt will then provide a live demo of StableNet so you get a good overview of our solution. And at the end of our session, I'll provide a few hints on where to find additional StableNet resources. All right, well, let's start. A little background about our company. InfoSim was founded in 2003 as a project spin-off from the University of Würzburg. We are a privately owned company servicing customers worldwide. And our main product we're talking about today is a unified network and services management solution called StableNet. Our company headquarters is in Würzburg, Germany, and this is also the place where all the development is taking place. And we also have offices in Singapore and Austin, Texas. Well, talking about StableNet. StableNet is the one application that is able to deal with all of your network and services management tasks, no matter how complex your network may be. It includes powerful and fully automated discovery, performance fault configuration, and services management. StableNet is provided as one application with one underlying data structure and one database. It's vendor agnostic and offers solutions across different platforms and technology. All of StableNet, all of the source code has been developed by InfoSim directly at our headquarters in Germany. We've never acquired any source code or programs from other companies, nor bought other companies and used their software. Well, except for maybe some graphical libraries, because let's be honest, no one needs to reinvent the wheel. So, talking about the StableNet architecture. The StableNet architecture is quite simple. The StableNet server, the middleware, holds all the functionality modules. It's in the center of this graphic here, and manages the connection with the database. It's also responsible for data aggregation, reporting, visualization, and a number of other tasks. As you can see in the left area of the diagram, StableNet provides several client interfaces, from the classic rich client to the web client that works on all major browsers. And of course, we also provide a mobile app for those users who are on the go. With our highly configurable and flexible northbound interfaces, you are able to connect and exchange data with, for instance, umbrella applications, CRM databases, or an inventory database, or all other sorts of applications that you have in your IT system. To the north, instrumentation layer, you can see the StableNet Agent. This is what I call it, the workhorse within our software. That's the part of StableNet that talks to the devices and fulfills tasks like measurements for fault and performance management, as well as providing for configuration and services management. Well, let's talk a little bit about the agent. The StableNet Agent runs as software on a number of hardware platforms, from small inline devices to powerful appliances. It is of course available for both Windows and Linux-based operation systems, and depending on the hardware, these agents can deal with up to several thousand devices and way over 100,000 measurements. They're also able to communicate with each other in order to provide additional information, like for instance a detailed end-to-end visibility. The agents are connected to the StableNet server, but will work completely independent if the connection is lost due to a problem with the network. The collected data will be delivered to the server once the connection has been re-established. This server agent concept allows StableNet to scale up or down as needed. We have customers who only use a handful of agents to manage their network. Others have as many as tens of thousands of agents in use, all connected to one StableNet server, depending on their individual IT infrastructure requirements. Well, for those of you who are already waiting impatiently for the live demo, this is the last content slide, so the demo is coming up in less than 1 minute. Bear with me, slideware is almost ending. Now let's have a quick look at the available interfaces for partner or customer extensions. As you can see, both to the north and to the south, we offer a variety of protocols, scripts, and other methods used to exchange data or to import data with northbound or southbound systems, services, or devices. It's probably not enough time in this demo to go into detail of all of those interfaces, but that actually leads us right into the live demo, as Bene will at least touch, among other things, of course, many of these interfaces as well. Well, so we've taken care of item number 1 on our agenda, which brings us to the StableNet demonstration, the live demo. And looking to the other side of the room where my colleague Benedikt is sitting, he's nodding, which I think is probably the sign for me to hand over the screen to him. Just a second. So making you presenter, Bene, you should be able to share your screen now. Well, let's see if that works.
Okay, so hello everyone. Thank you, Dietmar. Do you see my screen now?
Perfect handover. Thank you very much.
Okay, do you see my StableNet screen right now?
Yes.
Okay, good. So hello everyone. Yeah, I will give you the short demo about StableNet itself. And yeah, let's start with the first thing you see when you connect into the GUI. It's the measurement theme. We have 6 different themes I will cover in this webinar, and we'll start with the measurement theme and continue with the inventory, the agent, the reporting, networking, inspection, and the device automation themes. Each theme has a set of options you can see right beneath the theme's name, and I will partly cover them in the next couple of minutes. Okay, so let's start with the measurement theme. This theme is consisting of 3 parts. On the left side, you see all the measurements right now we have in the system. It's the measurement tree. On the bottom, you see the open alarms for the whole system and trap and syslog entries and StableNet log entries and so on. On the right side, you see the dashboards we have. They are fully customizable, and yeah, you see, for example, on the top, the alarm counts, then you see the monitor status and the device status. So let's start with the measurements you see in the measurement tree. I picked out one of the devices here, our New York router, and this device has a set of measurements running, and I picked out here the interface measurement and the round trip time measurement. The interface measurement, and which has a monitor on it consisting of the round trip time. Yes. Okay. So what do we see exactly here? The colors or the colored squares in front give an indication of the status of the measurement. In this example, we have a green status, which means it's okay. It's on the okay status. So if we open right now for the measurement our analyzer, we can see the detailed measurements over the last 60 minutes. Here you are able to set SLA markers as you wish to see if the measurement is overwritten or not. Yeah, next I want to describe are the monitors. I will go briefly into one. And here you can set for each measurement certain thresholds. Like for this example, the ping measurement, you can see here we have a lower threshold of 0 seconds and the upper threshold of 2000 milliseconds, and we can make this this monitor fully customizable. And in case the ping goes above this 2000 milliseconds, this monitor will alarm us. We can have different alarm notifications, for example, sending a mail or triggering another script or so on. Okay. Next thing I want to show is our inventory. Here in the inventory, we see all the devices that were found during our discovery with regarding icons in front of it. Let's stay with our New York router. In this case, we have a couple of things we see for this device. And first, we have the health status. There we can see the average round trip time, the minimum and maximum of the round trip time. We see the availability, which is right now at 100%, and SND state, and so on. Further, we see a lot of measurements going on for this device. We also see the open alarms right now for this device, or the properties of the device. Further, we can see discovery properties, and of course, which is the most interesting one, the neighborhood view, where we can see which devices are connected to our New York router. And we can see that when we scale up the neighborhood level, that our topology view is changing. So in this theme, we see everything about the devices we have discovered in the network. Okay, let's go on. The next thing I want to talk about is the agent theme. Like Dietmar said, our system consists of the server itself and all the agents that actually execute all the measurements, and only the agents speak with the devices, which means we always need one of the agents running. However, we have a lot of customers having hundreds, if not 10,000s of agents in their system. So this makes the whole system very, very scalable. In this example, we have right now 3 different agents in our system. When I click one and I go to the agent expert, I can see further options for this. Give me a second. We can see further options for this, or further settings for this agent. In this case, we have a overview of the agent itself and the machine it is running on. We can see different scripts that are loaded on this agent, and here the agent is able to execute. We see the measurement this agent is running is running. In this case, it's only one. And further, we can see the data store, which traps as syslogs the agent is receiving. Okay, then what else to see? Okay, the next thing, yeah.
No worries.
Okay.
No worries. That was already pretty extensive. so what we're probably going to do at the end of the session, I'll just go and repeat all of the major areas that you've touched. So no worries. If you forget something, I will remind you. Don't worry. I think the next area is the reporting. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It's so much. It's sometimes I get confused.
That's why I'm here. No worries. Okay. You're safe. Don't worry.
Okay, so let's continue with the reporting. We have different kinds of reporting here, and you can create the reports, let's say, for management to prove SLAs, for your own documentation, or to giving to other departments. So there are a lot of use cases you probably need those reports. And with StableNet, you can create different kinds of reports. For example, we have an HTML report, and PDF report, Excel reports, a lot of reports. And I will show you right now one of them. They are fully customizable. I will just show it here right now. You have the possibility to customize them. In this example, we have a ping measurement and a dynamic chart. And I just show you how this looks like in the archive. So we have a lot of reports running in different intervals. And when I open one of them, I just pull it here on the screen. You can see, for example, a test report for one of our customers, and you see here the monitor availability. Okay, here since this is a demo system, the monitor availability is not so good, but at least you can customize your reports as you wish, and even you can customize the reports design. StableNet is shipped with a standard StableNet template, but you are free to configure it for your own purposes. Yeah, and then send it out to whoever it needs. Okay, then let's continue. The next thing is the network inspection theme. So what we see here are our weather maps. We can use the weather maps to display important information at a glance. So we have seen the most curious weather maps at customer side you can imagine, and in this case, only your imagination is your limit. We have some of them here, which I want to show you right now. For example, this Asia map here for our Asia devices, or let's see here the give me something the all. Our network here at InfoSim in Würzburg, where you can see all the devices here and see even the bandwidth of certain links and so on. And the best thing with it is we can also put them into our dashboard that I mentioned before. Let's show me real quick this. For example, if we choose the demo dashboard, you can see here that you can place one of the weather maps in your dashboard and have it at a glance when you open up StableNet. Okay, back to the dashboards. Yeah, as I said, it's fully customizable, and like in the measurements theme, you have on the left side all the weather maps you created in first, and on the right side you can customize them. Okay, then let's go to the last theme. This is the NCCM part of StableNet. Here we have all different kind of jobs StableNet is able to execute. For example, we have the backup jobs, which you can decide how often you want to run. We have the configuration jobs. We have discovery jobs, which is a big part of StableNet. We have the policy checking jobs or custom jobs. When you decide to create a job, we have really all kind of jobs you can imagine. And to just show you one, let's close that. To show you example for a backup job here, I will stay with our New York router, and when we create a backup, it appears here in this part of the screen, and then you can see what kind of information the system was creating a backup of. Yeah, the last thing I want to show is the web GUI. We have also a web GUI or web portal. To open it, oh, it's opened at another screen. So let's just log in. Okay.
That's a pretty short password, Benny. Sorry.
Oh, now it's alarming. Okay. Now you see here pretty much everything we have in the GUI. There are some limitations in the web GUI, but however, everything important you need to see, you can see in the web GUI. Let's go quick over it. You can see the open alarms right here. You can see the events in the system. Okay, there's no event right now. You can have a look on all the weather maps like you can do in the GUI. Let's check the all weather map like here. And yeah, you can go over the analyzer as well, the chart analyzers. And yeah, so the web portal provides all the information you want to have from the system as well. And yeah, that's so much it.
All right.
Then I hand over back
You're
to
handing
Dietmar.
back to me, but you're not on the leash. You're not off the leash. So, what I think is probably a good idea if I'll just kind of repeat what you just said, not the technical part, of course, and just provide a little insight, maybe on a couple of use cases. So, what you touch first is the measurement theme. So, how you use this area of StableNet depends on what you're trying to achieve. So, probably take too long to list all the possible use cases. However, what we can say is that this is one of the areas of StableNet where many, if not all, our customers save huge amounts of money compared to the solutions they had been using prior to StableNet, because they now have a place where they finally have all of their relevant data visualized and aggregated, so they can make intelligent decisions on how to address problems and speed up the workflow. So it's all your network data in one place. You don't have to switch from application to application. It's all in one go. Well, the second area Bene was talking about was the inventory theme. So the inventory theme provides you with an excellent overview of the actual resources in your environment, and therefore is perfectly suited to compare your planned target state with the actual target state. So this is a really good resource to do your planning. The next area Bennett touched was the agents. So I think you brought up the agent experts. And just to remind you, well, you have to use at least one agent. I mean, you have to have one agent that talks to the devices, that does the work. And again, the number of agents you want to use, well, depends on a lot of things. First of all, it depends on what you want to monitor, from where you want to monitor your network. There are a lot of different applications where our embedded agents, our SNIAs, which are small ARM, or the newer version is an x86-based device, can be very helpful, because that's something you can actually put in an envelope and send it to one of your offices and say, okay, you just plug this in. These things can be configured in a way that they kind of become self-aware in terms of, as soon as they get power and connectivity, they know how to build up a VPN, connect to your server, and pop up as an agent on your StableNet server. So there are a lot of examples. It's that StableNet agent server concept that's making us highly scalable. So far, we have not encountered a network that we couldn't manage due to its size. Okay, well, let's move on to the reporting. You just did a really brief report, and again, reporting is being used by all of our customers in, again, many different flavors. For instance, we have a lot of customers who use the Excel reporting. It's a feature we introduced about a year and a half ago, to reuse the data modeling and data aggregation processes they had already defined prior to using StableNet using Excel. So we enabled them to keep those processes and just tell StableNet to put data into specific tables in an Excel file. So that speeded up the whole reporting process for quite a number of our customers. And also, many customers use the HTML format to provide quick and paperless access to reports for their different engineering teams. So these reports, they're fully customizable. You've seen the report wizard. Customers can apply their own corporate identity, so not a problem at all. And the reports can be used for data from all areas of StableNet, so including recovery, performance, fault, configuration management. It's a unified solution, so you never will have to gather information for reporting from different data sources and then somehow mumble it together and try to come up with a good report. It's all there right at your fingertips. So different formats, customizable, all network data is available. All right. Well, I think third last item that you discussed was the network inspections theme with all the weather maps. And again, there's an abundance of possibilities how customers can use this feature to visualize data. The scenarios we know, and Bene has mentioned that already, they range from just a few very detailed service maps for the NOC personnel to customers with hundreds of automatically created and location-specific weather maps that include drill-down functionality. So you can basically provide a universal view on complex networks with that feature without really having to do any of this manually. So one or many just as you need it. And the second last item was our device automation theme. So that's where all the network and services management take place. I'm just going to pick out a few of the use cases we've seen here. For instance, one of the use cases is a bidirectional integration of pretty much any CMDB, no, not pretty much, of any CMDB or other inventory database. So you can support planning, regular checkup on complex networks. We're able to integrate with any system that well at least has some kind of an interface. This area is also being used to, populate third-party systems with refined or aggregated or raw data from StableNet's powerful discovery process. Another area would be, actually, device automation lays the groundwork for more sophisticated topics like onboarding or policy checking, break and fix scenarios, etc., etc. I'm looking at the time, so I got 2 minutes left, so I'm probably going to leave it with just these few use cases because otherwise we will not hit our 30-minute time limit. And last but not least, Benedikt brought up the web GUI. And again, due to the configurability of the web interface, it's being used by pretty much every customer to, provide each user group from the network engineer to the NOC personnel to even, C position people with the suitable front end. So it's very, very configurable. You can pretty much make it, it's physically for the salespeople, you can give them a front end where they can't break anything, which is quite useful, as I've heard. Okay, well, I guess this is all we had from the live demo. So, Bene, again, thank you very much. I'm going to re-grab the screen and make myself presenter again. Let's hope I'll show the right screen. Should be this one. Hang on. Yep, I got the right one. Okay. Well, the last point of our agenda is going to be rather quick. I'll have 1 more minute. That should be sufficient. Just a little hint. We have a lot more information about StableNet, and all of that is available in the resource section of our website. So feel free to visit us at infosim.net. Have a look at around. And if you have any question, feel free to ask. We hope you have enjoyed this demonstration of our unified network and services solution StableNet. Again, if you're interested in more information or if you would like to ask a question, contact us at infosim.net or type your question in the chat window. Don't be shy, we're happy to help. Okay, well, thanks for watching this webinar. Thanks from me, and I think I can say thank you on behalf of Bene. He's nodding. That means he agrees. Thank you. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.